That's why I'm wearing my patriotic T-shirt. You know, this is traditionally the start of the summer season, and you can see in the background, you can hear the hum of chainsaws. There's nothing like the first clear cutting of the season. Anyhow, this is traditionally the start of the summer season, yet there are still parts of this country where they're scraping ice off their windshields, and in other parts, it's like 110 degrees. All of this crazy weather, I personally blame on Al Gore. It's all his fault. Also, this is the weekend for the Indianapolis 500 race. Big, exciting race down in Indianapolis, and according to the latest odds, Big Brown is the favorite by 4.5 lengths. So there's your pick to click on the betting circuit. Here's the rest of the news I found this week. Starting off in New Zealand, where a man by the name of Wayne Churchward walked into a convenience store. He picked up a couple of bags of M&Ms and a bag of potato chips. While he was standing in line to pay for his snacks, he must have been hungry, so he started to eat them. By the time he got to the front of the line, he realized he didn't have enough money to pay for the food he already ate. So he thought he would throw a couple of personal possessions into the mix, and he offered the clerk some marijuana and a pipe to smoke it in exchange. But since he didn't have a lighter, the clerk cheesed the deal and called the cops. Well, the clerk didn't actually call the cops, just kind of nodded to the cops. Because what Mr. Churchward did not notice in his stoned haze is that standing right behind him in line was a Wellington policeman. Bummer. All right, in Mexico, if you go down to Tuxtla Gutierrez, Mexico. I don't know where that is. Tuxtla Gutierrez, to me, sounds like a Mexican porn actress, but that's just me. Anyhow, if you go down there and you do anything wrong, you will go to jail. They don't care who you are. They don't care what you are. For instance, this week, Blackie the donkey went to jail in Tuxtla Gutierrez. He was charged with assault because he bit one man and kicked another. Now, I don't know what these guys could have done to set Blackie off like that. Maybe they were teasing him, calling him Hillary. Anyhow, they put the donkey in the regular person jail, normally reserved for, drunks sleeping it off. He was in that jail for 4 days until his owner could come up with the money to pay for the injured gentleman's hospital bills and medical bills. Blackie has since been placed on probation and has been ordered to attend anger management classes. All right, we've all heard the term fly the friendly skies, but nowhere did they get more friendly than outside of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania this week. Jeffrey Bradford and Adriana Connor work for Pinnacle Airlines, and they were attending a dinner, I believe it was a company dinner in Harrisburg, and during the course of the dinner they had a few cocktails. So after dinner they decided to go outside for a walk in the woods, if you know what I mean. But they didn't so much walk as they got into the upright and locked position. Again, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So the neighbors called the police because the neighbors spotted what they said was a naked man and an inebriated woman running through the woods. And what goes better together than a naked man and an inebriated woman? Anyhow, the police used, and I am not making this up, heat-seeking equipment to locate these people. They found Jeffrey Bradford hiding behind a shed wearing only a wristwatch and flip-flops. And isn't that the perfect fashion statement? Especially, wearing that to dinner. And then Miss Connor was wearing what appeared to me to be a flotation device, but I may have that wrong. Anyhow, they have been both charged with public drunkenness and failure to keep their seatbelts locked. Finally, people don't shoot cops, guns shoot cops. Remember 2 weeks ago I reported on a guy in Utah, a police chief in Utah, who was teaching a gun class and accidentally shot himself in the foot. Well, this week it is deja vu all over again. This time it's in New Bedford, Massachusetts, where Major Donald Lamar was teaching a class in gun safety. As he was demonstrating the proper way to holster your weapon, it went off, and he was not injured, but I think that Major Donald Lamar should be forced to legally change his name to Deputy Barney Fife. Hey, that's all I have for you this week. Have a wonderful Memorial Day holiday. Remember that Memorial is a day set aside to honor those who have paid the ultimate price in protecting the freedoms of this country. So remember that. Also remember it's the first day you can legally wear white shoes and a white belt. See you next week.